We are called to look at those who are in the deepest need. And these people who arrive are in deep need.
I know you don't have the big congregations there, but yet you have big need with people coming in. Just as you think through all your many congregations, what are some of the individual responses of churches to the migrants as they move into these towns and communities?
Let me tell you some stories. I think that helps most. And I started in Berlin. In Berlin, we have many people arriving. We have one really small congregation. There might be 40 worshipers or so, mainly elderly people. They are in the neighborhood of a place where many refugees are hosted. And they opened the doors for a cafe. So people from this shelter, they come to the church to have a different environment, to talk to some people, and they explicitly work with the children who want to be in a friendly environment. And the church helped them, for example, with some material so that they can work with the children, the broader church. Let's move to Bremen. This is a city in the north of the country, at the northern sea. And there the church has invited the refugees to make use of the kitchen in the church, to cook their meals, which is sometimes difficult in the places where the refugees live because of the many people who are there, and they have to use small facilities. And then they have meals together. Church people, different people from the refugee communities. One Saturday, the Syrian people cook. One Saturday, the Afghan people cook. One Saturday, the Africans cook, and they invite the others and have fellowship at the tables. And I think this is a deep Christian symbol. They are living into it. In that place, many people worship with a congregation because they also seek to find a home for their spiritual needs. And several of the children were baptized by the Methodists and so on. Let's move to South Germany, to a small village called Messstetten. This is a rural place, a really very remote area. And there, a former barrack of the German army was left over, and there are, in a community of about 3,000 inhabitants, are 1,000 refugees. So it's really a big percentage of the people who are newcomers. Because it was well prepared and there were talks before people arrived from the various sides, people were really ready to receive the newcomers, and all the Christians together, and we in the middle of them with our small congregation, again about 50 worshippers, mainly elderly people, we engage in reaching out to them, talking to them, what do you need, how can we accompany you, language classes, offers for fellowship and so on. And again, many people who are Muslims coming from Syria or Iran or Iraq or Afghanistan, they ask, why are you doing this? Who are you? And there are many talks on the Christian faith and many people who attend worship services.
You're describing a movement of welcoming hospitality that's coming from the ground up rather than from the top down. Could you say a little bit more about that?
It's both ends, and this is good. I think this is who we are as a connectional church. In fact, the congregations take the lead with the laity in the congregation. The pastors support them as best as they can and seek to connect those who do the work with others who do the work. We, from the conference side, Central Conference, annual conferences, we really want to be responsive. We want to encourage. We are now launching a campaign. We invite our people to make visible through wearing some I don't know the English word. You have to help me with that.
Plastic bracelet.
Yes, yeah, right. That say welcome the United Methodist Church. To make visible that we stay for an open country, because there are many groups in Germany and an increasing number of people who are either afraid that we couldn't manage the change, or even hostile towards those people who come. And we think that we, as Christians who believe that Christ is in with the strangers, and he was a stranger himself and a refugee himself when he was a little child, that we have to show hospitality and help all other people in our country to live into new realities.